Good afternoon. My name is Steve Judy, and along with Kristen Mahoney and Jen Brown, we're here today to give you a presentation on a program that we think is essential for our school. We've noticed there's been a lot of increased bad behaviors in the classroom and around campus, and it's time for us to bring ethics back into the classroom. It's never easy, and we all have excuses, and we tend to shy away from it. We all hear of lawsuits from the ACLU, especially when it comes to separation of church and state. We're constantly told by our administrators that we need to focus on academics and standards. That's the important thing. We have a fear of being accused of indoctrinating our students, because after all, that's the parents' job to educate them about manners and ethics. However, as our job as educators is to demonstrate and to model to students proper respect of all people, no matter what circumstances may be. There's many arguments in favor of ethics education. People like Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Kant, Dewey, Confucius, Lao Tzu, and Buddha have all advocated character education. And if you notice that list of names, it goes across historical times, it crosses religious and cultural values, and yet they all came to the same conclusion, that it's important to teach ethics in the classroom. The very founders of our United States, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, they wrote about the importance of educating our citizens. They knew that a republic needed virtuous citizens in order to survive. State codes of education direct schools, actually, to teach the moral values that support democratic life. In fact, there are no state codes anywhere in the United States that prohibit the teaching of ethics in the classroom. The American public itself, poll after poll, supports the teaching of honesty, moral courage, and the golden rule. Schools have a responsibility to answer moral questions raised during the course of study of a student's life. After all, when they're in school from the ages of 5 to 18, they're going to be looking at the lives of historical figures, heroes, villains, seeing what makes these people tick, and they're going to have a lot of questions about what is right and wrong, and we need to help guide their thinking. PeaceBuilders is an organization that's used in many schools today. This is an organization that is looking to come alongside of teachers and parents to give them useful tools in order to make sure that we're doing everything we can to reduce youth violence and encourage positive behavior. The PeaceBuilders organization has come up with policies, practices, and a process that have actually gone through scientific research to prove what they are offering is beneficial for children. They've created a format that gets everyone involved. This means not just teachers, but staff, custodians, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, and parents as well, in order to ensure that a child has consistency in learning these principles. The principles of PeaceBuilders are, number one, praise people. Give up put-downs. Include and be a friend to everyone. Take responsibility, notice and apologize for the things that I have caused. To help others, and then to pledge every day to bring peace at home, at school, and in the community every day. The keys to success for PeaceBuilder are to start early when a child is young, engage parents prior to adolescence, praise good behavior on a daily basis, discourage insults and other acts of aggression, make PeaceBuilders a way of life, distribute implementable practical tools to improve school climate, and engage the community in PeaceBuilders' values and behaviors. How PeaceBuilders works. They send you a curriculum with all the information that you need to lay out classroom expectations clearly. Each morning, children come in and recite the pledge, usually after the pledge to the American flag, to reinforce how important each principle of PeaceBuilders is. The curriculum is full of engaging activities to do with students so that they can work together and brainstorm ways to make a difference. Success stories. PeaceBuilders is similar to the domino effect. When one person decides to either stand up for his or his self, or even for someone else, it inspires others to do the same. Or if they decide not to make fun of someone, others will follow. PeaceBuilders are the ones making the differences every day They are the heroes. I do love PeaceBuilders. I wish every school would use it. We always hear nice comments about our kids from substitute teachers, and one of the reasons is because of PeaceBuilders. There are proven results from PeaceBuilders. Suspensions rate dropped from 51 to 9 in the first year of PeaceBuilders at Burroughs Elementary School in Southern California. An 80% API increase in 3 years at Christopher Elementary in Northern California. 94% of teachers surveyed perceived PeaceBuilders to decrease the level of school violence. 94% of teachers also surveyed reported an increase of pro-social interaction between students. The Hemet School District in California reports the following: a 59% reduction in name calling, a 58% reduction in assaults, and a 67% reduction in thefts. Those are pretty impressive results. Since we're targeting 3rd through 5th graders, we need to understand a little bit about their developmental levels. As far as cognitive development, at this age, they can tell the difference in numbers, length, and substance when comparing an object. They can solve math problems containing both addition and subtraction. They can reverse their thinking and retrace their steps of how they arrived at a solution. They are logical, and they're able to trace mental steps that drew them to a conclusion. In the socio-emotional development area, it's an important time for them for making friends. Many of the friends that they've had since kindergarten may be transitioned and moving away, but at the same time, they're likely making friends that will be with them throughout their high school years, or perhaps even for a lifetime. There's lots of dramatic emotional changes at this age. Peer pressure is evident in their lives. They may be either the perfect student or the constant troublemaker. At home, they might be helpful, or they might be breaking all the rules, depending on their school experience. Moral development. They see the importance of wanting to be liked. They want to be a nice person so that others will like them. They do the right thing so that people will like them. Sometimes they're confused over what their peers do, and it's hard for them to determine what is right and wrong at this age. The goals of the workshop that we have put together, it's a 90-minute workshop for the teachers, and the detail is in our written report and the schedule as well. You can look at it in our written proposal. But the main goals are, 1, to convince teachers that we need to incorporate ethical education into our curriculum. We need to create a safer learning environment for our students. We need to develop good character traits in our students. And we need to enlist the support of parents to reinforce those behaviors and values that we'll be teaching at school. PeaceBuilders, an organization creating safe, positive learning environments. They understand that they are alone responsible for their behavior, and they look for daily opportunities to increase rather than decrease the peace. I'm going to close with a quote from Thomas Lacona. Moral education is not a new idea. It is, in fact, as old as education itself. Down through history, in countries all over the world, education has had 2 great goals: to help young people become smart and to help them become good. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. I'll be available afterwards if you have any questions. And again, the schedule of the workshop for the teachers is available in the written portion. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to meeting with you again.